Hi guys, Jeremy Fergus here with the top 10 cheap fragrances for men. I encourage you to watch, for example, this video because this is a standard cheap fragrance men's list that I made, and those are superstars. Take this video more as an inspiration of fragrances that you possibly haven't heard of yet, because I do want to push content, I do want to make these lists, but always making the same list over and over is not so interesting. So still fragrances like in the video I just linked you, like Nordica Voyage, Jaguar Pace, Mont Blanc Individual, they are fantastic. But in this video I also want to suggest you other fragrances, and be aware that I'm constantly testing new ones and other ones, but I didn't want to speculate, okay, well, Hugo Boss Orange, I personally like it, but I don't know if that's good, and I don't know if it's not that good, although it's popular, Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. So I really want to give you only good stuff. So let's start with the number 10, which is a very famous one in Germany, but not so much in America. It's called Jil Sander Sun, and this smells like it looks. It smells transparent and orangey. Jil Sander is like, you have, oh, it's a nice one. It's so good. Guys, woo, woo, it's good. It's a nice fresh fragrance, yeah. It literally smells like it looks. It smells fizzy, watery, fresh with a nice orangey note. Jil Sander is famous German designer. I think she's a woman. You have Karl Lagerfeld, Wolfgang Job and Jil Sander, the three most popular ones. Well, this one is good. I smelled this a couple of times on a friend of mine, and he smelled fantastic. He was projecting good, but test it for yourself. I haven't tested so good yet, that's why I'm not giving you a blind buy thumbs up for this. Don't blind buy it, but check it out, have it on your radar. In my laptop, I have a note, it's called Fragrances to Check, and I make notes on fragrances that I want to check. So this one is in it. Number 9 spot, I'm doing the Versace Blue Jeans. This is a sexy fragrance. It's super long lasting. Oh, smelling this now after Jil Sander, you feel like a man with a hairy chest. I think it was with a big fragrance company where I spoke with them, and they told me something. Whenever they create a new fragrance, they sometimes use keywords or sentences like, I think we need a bit of more of a hairy chest vibe. It needs more of a hairy chest vibe. And smelling this one on the number 9, it gives you a much more masculine vibe. You know, I heard my brother, he was with his wife in, I think, Rome, Italy, Rome, and there was this guy in a pizzeria or something, and he was a little bit unfriendly, authentic, interesting. So I don't know exactly what my brother told me, but it was something like, he said, yeah, so you have pizza and you have this type of stuff, like a nice tourist type of a vibe. My brother had very nice, he said, I want pizza, you want a pizza, this is and he was so enthusiastically unfriendly, authentic, and I think a guy like this should wear a fragrance like this. Old school 80s powerhouse. I love it, guys. So it's a synthetic smelling fresh fragrance with solid performance. Talking solid performance, we got Job Homme. This can be had so cheap, and I tested it now, and it still performs good. It doesn't perform so good like it used to. It used to be a beast. This used to be, look at some 8-year-old videos where I didn't even make fragrance videos. Check out what these guys say about Job Homme. They said this is the longest lasting fragrance on earth and all that stuff. It was a powerhouse. I think this company was sold and sold and sold and sold and sold and sold, and it went through many hands. And in Germany we say, viele Köche verderben den Brei, which means many cooks make the meal not tasty. So I would love to have an original formulation of this, but I tested it. It was performing pretty good. So this is like, if I would play now basketball against Michael Jordan, I wouldn't win, even though I'm fit. And well, actually, I don't even know if I could run him out in a battle because I mean, he's a superstar, but I'm very healthy, I'm very fit. I ride my bike 2 hours per day, I go to the gym, I ice cold shower. But that's what I mean. Michael Jordan is not the same basketball player in terms of his own standard that he used to be. Think of that. This is a superstar still in terms of performance, but not like it used to be. Try it out. It's a cinnamon-based fragrance. Hey guys, all my Indian viewers, I love you guys. I heard I have more and more Indian viewers. Try this one out. This is cinnamon-based. You will love this one. Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon in this one. Now, next one on the number 7 spot, I'm speculating that this will be a cheap fragrance. I will link all the fragrances in the video description. This is brand new, but this is called Diesel Spirit of the Brave Intense. I don't like the name so much, but it's fine. And this is good. This is a good one. This is a good fragrance. And if this drops under $30 per 100 ml, this is a major contender with fragrances like Versace Eros, with Ultra Male. The performance of this is good. It's not beastly, but the performance is good. Have this one on your radar. If you have it, find it cheap, you can blind buy it. But don't buy it now retail. But this, I definitely encourage you to try it out. Next one on the 987 number 6 spot, we got Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. Yeah, this one is good. And this is, I heard from many ladies, a sexy perfume for teenagers. This is a teenager perfume, so be aware. This is a young, teeny type of fragrance. It doesn't perform so good. The best appropriate situation I would wear this to is if you or I would be a teenager, you go to a beach party. You know, in America, it's so nice. They have so many barbecues. We don't have that here in Europe doing barbecues, but what we have is the outside dining a lot. So here in Munich, for example, or go to Côte d'Azur, to France, go to Barcelona. The outside dining is what we have much more here. And in America, you have a lot of these nice barbecues and people bring that stuff. And I could think, as a teenager, going to one of these barbecues and there's this cute girl and you wear this and you're at this barbecue for 2, 3, 4 hours max, it will get you through that barbecue and you will smell fantastic. It's a fruit cocktail with a slight woody note, which is very well done. Very nice one, Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. Number 5 spot, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is Mercedes-Benz Intense. Mercedes-Benz Intense. Hey, you know what's cool? They got me VIP leasing from Mercedes. I don't need a car, but I'm testing it. I will test it in the January for 6 months. We're gonna get a G-Wagon. So cool, in all black with 22-inch rims. It's going to be a sick beast. But still, I'm not saying these, because you gotta know, Mercedes themselves don't have anything to do with these guys. I know the guys that distribute this company. I think he's a super wealthy guy from France, dressed very fancy, like a dandy, like a Great Gatsby guy. And I got to know them, and they even were a bit pissed when I constantly named Mercedes-Benz as great cheap fragrances. So there are these trade shows, and you meet the brand owners and all that stuff. And I go to the Mercedes booth. I think I'm cool, they like me. I said, why do you say cheap fragrance? What cheap fragrance? I said, I thought they think that's cool because I mentioned them, how great they are. But, you know, that's just as a side mark. We keep it real, guys. So nevertheless, a fantastic fragrance. This is Mercedes-Benz Intense. And you know what is the great thing about this? This is for everybody that likes, that's a good one. I'm going to apply this as my fragrance of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm standing on my toes, man. I'm standing on my toes all the time. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. This is a great fragrance for everybody that likes Fahrenheit by Dior. If you like Fahrenheit by Christian Dior, I encourage you to try this one. It's similar, more watery, more modern. Okay, if you like Fahrenheit by Christian Dior, try out Mercedes-Benz Intense. You will like it. Number 4 spot, we're doing the Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. This is a good one. This is a solid buying recommendation if you can get it cheap. Same situation like the teenager vibe right here. Same situation, teenager vibe right here. But it's a little bit better performing, and it's, well, that one is also very sexy, I have to say, but this one, because it smells so similar to a popular Invictus vibe, which is called Invictus Aqua 2016, and you can't buy that anymore, I encourage you to get it even more than that one. And that's it. It's a good one. It's a good one. I just made a video, I think 2 days ago, it will come soon, about before you buy this. I think it will be out by tomorrow or something. It's a good one. It's a good one, but be aware it's a clone. Okay. Number 3, I'm going to do CK All by Calvin Klein. But this, watch out guys, it's possible that this is not so good. But I feel that this is discontinued, meaning you can't buy it anymore, so I would buy it on discount. And I think the performance is good. So real big disclaimer, I don't know if it's that good, but I think it's good. So very sorry about this rather fizzy mentioning. I wouldn't get the original CK one, which I just got because it was cheap to get. I would get the CK All. It's much better, guys. It's much more pungent. It's so fresh, it opens your eyes. But when I tested in the store, as far as I remember, the performance was always good. In these duty-free stores, it was good. I was thinking, it's performing so good, although it's a Calvin Klein. So keep this with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's really that good, but I think it's really good. And as you know, with discontinued fragrances, they raise in value. So you could try this one out. This is CK All on the number 3. On the number 2, I'm doing the Ariana Grande Cloud. Yeah, this is a shame almost, because it's a clone of a popular perfume, which is Baccarat Rouge by MFK. And that's the only reason why you as a man should buy an Ariana Grande fragrance. I still say it's not cool to wear fragrances that imitate other fragrances, but I do understand people, because I also did that and am still doing it, buying clones of other fragrances. But I don't encourage in general this type of a vibe, because, you know, it's not good. So this is a really good substitute if you're on a budget for Baccarat Rouge, which is good. So this is a very sweet fragrance. Don't be afraid that this is called Ariana Grande. Try this one out. If you like Baccarat Rouge, this is a blind buy. Just buy it. The performance is really good. It's almost too good, because it literally competes with the performance of Baccarat Rouge. And the number 1 is a difficult one. Again, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but get one of these guys if it's on discount. So this is, they only have 75 ml and only 125 ml. I think those are the two major bottles. If you can get a 75 ml of either Artisan, Dark Rebel, or Artisan Pure for under $40, for 40, I would blind buy all of them. If you can get them under $40. So that's my recommendation. From these three, the best in my eyes is Dark Rebel. This is for the real masculine guy that this guy, he lives in the forest, and when he cooks a tomahawk steak, he just grabs it with his hands. He doesn't use some type of fork, he just presses it down, okay? That's the guy here, and he drives a Harley Davidson. And this guy, Artisan Pure, is the Miami Mafia boss. It's my fragrance, it's my favorite, but to me not the best. This is the best, but it's really good. It can easily compete with $240 niche fragrances in terms of quality. It's a white floral fragrance for men. It's very difficult to pull off a floral fragrance for a man, so they did a great job with this. And and this one I would get because it's a great soapy fragrance, and you don't have many good soapy fragrances. Technically this is also soapy. So if you are in between the line of buying one of these three, I think I would still go for this, because I heard this was just limited, as far as I know, and these were major staples. But at the same time, I would just go for all three, or just the two at least. Again, not sponsored. I love these guys. I love the brand. I love the concept. The bottles, they look so cool. And if you really want to do me a favor, you just buy my fragrances, which to me are the best anyways. And now, because I spoke so much good about them, I gotta tell you also, I had the perfumer that made these fragrances. We were in negotiation. He wanted to make my fragrances. But in the end, I took Alberto Morillas, which was my favorite perfumer, and the guy, Rodrigo Flores, his name is, he's a cool Mexican guy. He was not angry or something. He's cool, he's a good vibe. So honor where honor belongs. Check out my fragrances. To me, they are the best anyways, but obviously they are much more expensive, but you can try them out too. Thank you very much for watching. I love you. Bye guys.